Hey, what's up, it's Rashad, man? Antonio, the Upon Further Review podcast is back. It's been so long, Tony.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
man, we got some stuff today, man. How you
That's
want
what's
to do
up.
this? We got a couple trailers, and then of course we have the trailer of all trailers for. Okay, this is a quick story time. So, like I said on social like a couple days ago,
How about this? How about this? We'll save that one for last since that's kind of like our baby.
It is. All right. Brazilian Comic Con CCXP was last weekend, and
Hmm.
normally they drop a lot of stuff. Like this is kind of starting to become like a bigger event, like the past, like especially like 2018, 19. And
Yeah,
then of
5 years or
course,
so. Yeah.
that Rona hit and it kind of
Yeah.
died down a little bit. But now like almost everybody came back besides like Marvel and DC. But
Hmm.
everybody else was there. It was a huge event. A lot of people came and they was dropping some trailers this weekend, boy. And okay, so the first one I'm gonna talk about is one that I didn't even know was gonna be a series. I had no knowledge of this. And
Hmm.
again, I'm not sure. No, Tony plays more games than I do. I don't game at all.
I didn't know either, bro.
And there is a series for Fallout.
Hmm.
Fallout is a huge video game. Like even though I don't know anything about it,
Yeah.
I do understand like the iconography of it. I mean you
Yeah.
can't avoid it. It's everywhere. The little kid, like the little like 50s looking thing, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole deal. It's clear. And
Hmm.
the trailer for this, boy, I mean that thing hooks me. I was like, "Oh, okay." I really
Yeah.
feel like we're starting to find our footing when it comes to these video game adaptations now. Like it's
Yeah.
looking
The
better.
Last of Us. The Last of Us, like really, I think we said it is possibly the best video game adaptation to a show that we
By
have
far.
seen, and yes, we have seen, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was just wonderful. And like I said, I never really played Fallout like that, but I know it is a very big deal. And this is what Prime, right? Am I not mistaken? Or is this is it serious? Okay, whatever.
I'll check.
Anyway, the series is coming. As I always like to quote Calvin Candy, it's piqued my interest.
It's
And
on Prime.
yes, on Prime. So, once again, Prime is really, trying to, do their thing with what they're trying to put out because they got this, of
They not, and
course,
like, yo,
another.
they not making no money off of these things either.
Right.
Like,
That is wild. Like,
they not making no, they just spend this is prestige television.
yeah.
Ain't no return on investment outside of them hoping that people buy stuff while they on Amazon.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not buying stuff off Amazon on TV watching these or whatever. And
Nah,
I mean,
I'm buying stuff regardless. You know what I'm
yeah, I mean,
saying?
yeah, right. I'm buying regardless. I don't need the movie, but Prime, got this, and then of course the kind of controversial, Lord of the Rings prequel that me and Rashad did a review on that. It's
It's on the
different.
channel. You can go back.
It's on the channel. Y'all can go back and check it out. We have our opinions on it. I think the greatest positive thing that we have said about that show is visually, possibly one of the best things we ever seen in our life visually or whatever.
Man,
They
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 shot the
spared
hell
no
out of
ex
that show, yo.
they
It
spared no
looked good.
expense visually on that. But yeah, but Fallout coming, and it wasn't on my radar. It wasn't on my radar. It wasn't on my TV show Rolodex. You know what I'm saying? And I'm interested to see, exactly what's, what I'm saying, what they're gonna do with this. I'm probably in the meantime, I don't know, I forget when they say it's coming out. I'm gonna have to probably go back just to get an understanding of some of the lore of, saying of Fallout. Like I said, I do game, but I've never really played that game, but I know the game is a big deal.
Mhm.
Shoot.
So yeah, man, Fallout was first. I mean, and then like they got my boy in that joint, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And they got Goggins in there. Like as soon as I saw
Yeah,
him on the like, I
yeah,
said, "Oh, I'm watching."
right,
Like
right.
Walton Goggins is he's just a good actor. He be playing so much stuff. Like, do you realize that he before the pandemic hit, he was in a sitcom on CBS, essentially. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I mean, like I said, we're going back to Prime, like sparing no expense and putting these shows, like you said, there's no return investment, and they're putting like decent stars to star
Yes.
in these shows. Even like I
Yes.
said, going back to Rings of Power from the Lord of the Rings, you was like, oh, that's old dude. That's so I can't think of the guy name, but the guy that's playing Elrond, young Elrond in the show is a pretty decent actor who's been in some really good stuff as well. So yeah,
Nah, I
so
mean that's even like taking it back to Bosch and some of those earlier Amazon Prime shows. Like they was
yeah.
really out here spending money trying to
Mhm.
compete. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I again don't know if we're gonna be reviewing it, but we're definitely gonna be watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely
Yeah,
we're gonna see how that pilot episode look. And if it's you know what I'm saying, and if it knocks our
yeah.
socks off, quote unquote, then you may have to,
We might have
we
to
might have to talk
get
about it a little
have to
bit.
talk about it.
Just,
Talk about it
might be a
just a
little
tad.
might be a little dry next year. You know what I'm saying?
All
All right, so
right.
next up is I'm gonna talk about. Oh
You want to stay with Prime?
yeah. Let's say we're prime.
Yeah.
So season 4 of The Boys, and okay, I want to preface this with I really been trying my best to like kind of get through Gen V,
I haven't done
and
that yet.
yeah. It's something now, and I've been having a rough time
Okay.
because like some stuff is like you get that like the offshoot of a thing, you know what I'm saying, and it's in universe, but for some
Mm-hmm.
reason like their A story, I'm intrigued by the A story, but their
Mm-hmm.
that B plot, bruh, get me out of here, yo. Like, I don't care about
Mm-hmm.
none of this stuff is going on. But yeah,
Okay.
but the boys season 4 trailer, it
Sign me
feels
all the
like
way up.
it feels like we're back at home with the
Yeah.
mayhem. We have an even more unhinged Homelander. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He looks like he's
Right.
just, I'm ready to explode on everybody. We got some more people in this joint. We got your boy from the other show that you love so much, from The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Got Jeffrey Dean Morgan is it Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Carl Urban
That's gonna be
on the
crazy.
same show. And I mean, on that trailer at the end, he was like, what is it you call your little crew again? He was like, the boys. He was like, who the hell came up with that nonsense type stuff, man? And like you said, it's just like, and it seems as if too, what a lot of TV shows are doing, putting real life things into these shows now. Because you got, if you remember how third season ended, where Homeland, there was like Homelander was right type thing, and you have like the super conservative right wingers who are like, yeah, they like with Homelander, and it looks like there's a scene in this where it's not they're storming the Capitol, but it's like a January the 6th type thing going on somewhat in
Uh-huh.
this. And I mean, you it's so much stuff going on. It's some things that's piqued my interest. One of my offshoot favorite characters up there is on that show is of course what Dark Noir. And he died. Homelander killed this mofo
Uh-huh.
in the last season, but he's back there. And I wonder if they're going to implement this into the comic version of Dark Noir, because they went left with
Oh
Dark
yeah.
Noir on the
Yeah.
show completely from what he is in the comic. I don't want to give away what Dark Noir is in the comics because it's gonna, if they do this in this show, which Rashad, I'm gonna say I'm about 80% sure this is what they're about to do. It's
Okay.
it's gonna surprise a lot of people who know nothing, who've never read the comics, and their only
Oh,
continuity
oh
with the
yeah, yeah,
boys
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
their only continuity with the boys is the
Yeah.
TV show. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm really interested.
if they spin
I'm
around and
really
do that,
yeah, I'm
oh,
really
that could
interested to
be
see what they do,
dope.
especially if it's Dark
That
Noir,
could be
if they're
dope.
doing what they did with Dark Noir on the show.
And
But yeah,
shout out
man,
to
the boys.
Oh yeah, shout out to Laz Alonso. You know what I'm
No
saying? With
shit,
the Eric
mother's
B. and
milk.
Rakim t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
yeah.
he every season he rocks the awesome hip hop t-shirts. Shout out. I think it
Hmm.
was an NWA shirt. I saw one. What I'm saying, one season. Was it a tribe or
I don't know.
Onyx?
It could
I
have,
can't
yo,
remember
it
that, but
don't even matter. Like he always
it don't even
rocking
matter,
the,
man.
yeah.
Always rocking it. So I'm interested to see, saying where they're gonna go from here with the do you know is it like one more season after this one they said they're gonna do,
Yeah, I think
or
they said they're gonna do
is
five. You know what I'm saying?
five
It
seasons?
feels like
Okay.
they're gonna do five.
Yeah, so
And then we got the oh yeah, because the whole like in the plot of the season, they basically told us in the trailer, this is what we're gonna do, and y'all gonna still watch it. Basically,
mhm.
they were saying Veronica,
Yes,
the soup that can like basically explode people's
the head
heads
popping.
off. Yeah, head
Yeah.
popper. She is trying to gain control of the White House. And
Hmm.
how she's doing it is essentially like, look, yo, the left is going crazy, the right is going crazy, and we're just gonna swoop in during the chaos, which
Hmm.
is could be a very realistic, real life situation. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's a lot of a lot of themes and social commentary in Gen V. I mean, sorry, in the boys that like I
Hmm.
really it's I can't wait, man. It's gonna be good, man.
I'm just waiting for the ridiculousness of it all because the boys always the first 5 minutes of that show gives us something to be like, yo, what the hell? And after what they started off last season, episode one with, I'm like, what can they do? Seriously,
I'm just
what can
waiting.
they do?
Nah, no, no, no. I'm just waiting for Homelander to hoe A Train again because he does at least 3 times a season. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the deep,
Oh
also
my
the deep
god, yo!
man.
Did you see the trailer? He had another octopus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just why he made the deep eat his homeboy, his lover slash homeboy squid. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait for I cannot wait for this to come out. What is it? Summer they said, or
Yeah, summer.
summer or whatever
Yeah,
for the boys. So yeah.
yeah, man. So that's gonna be dope. Next up, man, we have a prequel to a long line of movies when we had like a further reaching sequel the last time we was in this franchise. And
Hmm.
that is none other than Mad Max, Furiosa. And I saw this and I text Tony and told him Fury Road was
Yeah.
beautifully
That's
terrifying. Like that was
yes.
one of the movies where I only watched once. I don't have
Mhm.
any interest in watching it again.
Really?
Like, nah, yo, like I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, just the whole
Really? Okay.
premise is set up. Like, it's. I was like, nah, I don't watch this no more. But
So you don't need
it
to
was
see your spirit no more, whatever.
nah, I'm good. So like, but nah, it was a good movie and
Yeah.
just visually for especially for like 2014
Yeah.
was ridiculous. And I know this
Oh my
movie
god.
has aged well. You know what I'm saying?
That sandstorm, that thunderstorm, sandstorm racing scene is good God Almighty. It's just okay. So just for clarification, this is part of Fury Road was part of the Mad Max series. Me and Rashad grew up with Mel Gibson as Mad Max.
Yeah,
The
Tina
three
Turner,
pre yeah the three previous movies, which was what it was Mad Max, and then it was the Road
Thunderdome.
Warrior Mad Max, and then the one that we probably got introduced first to, which was the Thunderdome with Tina
Yeah,
Turner. One man enter, no, two men enter, one man leave, two men enter. What
definitely it
and
was
like
Thunderdome.
it was Thunderdome was it, and then you're just like, oh man, and then that came out with like 84, 85 or something like that,
Uh,
if that, and then after that, it was like, hey, I guess we're done with the whole Mad Max series or whatever. But then in 2014, they dropped Fury Road. I was like, Tom, what I'm saying, my man Tom, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. The
from what?
fighter. The fighter. He's also in Inception. He was Bane. Dang it, you
Oh,
know,
Tom Hardy. Sorry.
Tom Hardy. Yeah, Tom Bane. You know, Tom Hardy is the new Mad Max, and I'm not sure whether or not this is going to be part of whether it's canon or this is a
It is.
reboot or what.
No, 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 no.
Okay,
This is essentially 45 years after like society fell.
right. Okay,
So
right.
this is
Yeah,
going to
Furiosa.
be, I'm guessing, like maybe 30 or 40 years before Fury Road.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's somewhere
right, yeah,
around there because Furiosa
yeah,
is like it's Charlize Theron. So it's a
yeah,
grown woman in that. And she's
yeah.
going to be
And that
basically,
and that and that movie was so good. And now we're just going to see how Furiosa became Furiosa. They bring back Emote Joe, Emote and Joe, and then you're going to see like some of the other weirdos, the Bullet Farmer, and all of them, how they came,
yo, Chris
came to power.
Hemsworth is like, was almost unrecognizable
Right,
with that weird like beard and like he had a prosthetic nose. I'm
prosthetic
like,
nose.
and
The
then
only
also he
thing I
changed his
wish,
voice too.
I wish they made him a little bit more dirtier.
I mean,
Just,
it's
but I get it.
maybe
But
maybe it's I feel like it's gonna be
maybe
enough
he
dirty
ain't dirty.
people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
But
there's gonna be some people in there, sniffing chrome. You know what I'm saying? Like last time.
they
I
worship the
was like,
V8.
it's
They
like, what are
worship
they
the
doing?
V8 cylinder. The V8 cylinder. Matt, I can't wait to see exactly how they're going to, saying how they're going to do this. So Furiosa, a Mad Max story
Essentially,
is,
a
yeah,
Mad Max
yeah,
saga.
is
We
a
apologize.
Mad Max saga. So I'm interested in this right here.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Anya Taylor Joy is a really good actress, so she's gonna probably
Mm-hmm.
kill it as a young Furiosa. We get to see her get her arm chopped off and get a robotic one.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, Godzilla Godzilla Kong, the New Empire, and the the last um the last Kong movie was it was interesting because
Is that
they
Kong versus Zilla?
yeah yeah
Yeah, that was the
yeah
last one. Kong versus Godzilla was the last one.
yeah because they we brought out like what I'm saying Mechzilla and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot going on. Also, another one of those pandemic movies too. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like there was some stuff that was like, oh, this is kind of odd, but also we didn't get to see it in the theater. So there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of sort of jaded feelings. I remember watching it. It was like, I like this. There's just a lot going on, and even
Yeah.
with that, this movie is. They said, hey, we knew the last one had a lot going on, and we don't care. We're going,
Yeah.
we're going to be in
The
Hollow
monster
Earth.
verse is live and well in the
Yeah,
film
yeah, yeah,
scene.
yeah. He said, man, I don't care nothing about what y'all think. We're gonna be in Hollow Earth. So, and the cool thing is too, we got like the whole crew back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's back in this. They're in Hollow Earth. Kong may have like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of stuff going on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Monarch is trying to, test and see how this is whole thing.
Yeah.
They're in upside
Godzilla,
down.
then went Super Saiyan Rose on so what on the, Godzilla then went Super man. Yo, I was looking at this daggone trailer. I was looking at it again before I got it. It was like, oh my god, like I was like, Kong got the Infinity Gauntlet. They going Godzilla. Then when Super Saiyan Rose, and then we see something that we have never seen in our 43 and 42 years on this planet.
That's right.
Godzilla was running, and
Yes.
he was really running like, let's get it, Jack. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
am. Yeah,
serious business. And we get like this sort of like alpha, I don't know, like prime Kong looking thing.
yo,
Like he is not about the games.
he
Uh
looks like he is so much bigger than that scene when he's on the beach. I was like, this mofo big as I don't know what or whatever. And
nah,
that
nah.
scene, that quick little snippet scene of him leaning on the throne in the
Yeah.
oh my god, in the Hollow Earth,
Yeah.
man.
it really looked like the Beast Titan from Attack on Titan, how that man was laid out, yo. I was just waiting
Mm-hmm.
for him to start throwing rocks as fastballs. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like I saw that, I was like, okay, okay, I see what y'all doing. And
And then he had like a bone spine going across his body,
yeah,
like he
y'all
killed
man,
like a
yeah,
Kong.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be decent too. Like I
Yeah.
like, oh, yo, if you by chance happen to have Apple TV Plus, I gotta watch the Monarch show. Like Monarch Legacy and Monsters. Even though we're not reviewing it, because it's just too much stuff. Like I gotta watch stuff just to enjoy it. It's
Mm-hmm.
so good. I mean,
Yeah.
for real. I'm not sure how much is gonna tie in to the actual to this
The
movie,
move.
but
Mm-hmm.
this one right here, it really interweaves the rest of the movies really
Really?
nicely. Yeah.
Okay.
And also because the whole story is basically about the dude who was the dude who Japanese dude who ended up dying.
Wanatabe or whatever the
No, no,
real
no,
Japanese.
no, not Watanabe. It's the other guy. He was like I don't think it's Watanabe. The
Oh,
other one from Godzilla 2014.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
dude
yeah.
that would had be reunited with his daughter and all of that, like him.
Uh-huh.
Like it's really about him and his journey. And also there's
Oh
the
wow.
foundation of Monarch and how it was accepted and that whole thing. So it's a real good watch. But yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. Like the trailer was good. You know what I'm saying? Trailer
Yeah.
was really good. And the only pause I have was the greatest probably movie trailer I've ever seen was out of this franchise. And that one was a dud. And that was the um which one was that?
Skull.
No, not
Skull
the one
Island
right
or
one after Skull Island. The
Godzilla.
it was Godzilla something of monsters. It's like they had
The King of
all
Monsters.
yeah, something like that.
The
Like when
one
they
that
had
had
they had Ghidorah, they had
yeah.
Mothra, they had all of them in that joint.
Yeah, that was Godzilla King of the Monsters.
That first trailer was probably
Yes.
one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my life. They cut the
Mm-hmm.
hell out of that trailer. Music was
Mm-hmm.
right, and that movie was very okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Right. It
Because that was the
had
one.
the
That's the one with Millie Bobby Brown and was in it.
yeah,
And that's yeah. And it was like this is all right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
It was very, very, very like it could have been, you know what I'm saying? It could have been better because that's right. That's the one that had Mothra and it had Ghidorah, you know what I'm saying? Ghidorah. And it realized that God, the one monster that actually is an alien that came from another, you know what I'm saying, that came from another
yeah, then it
planet.
had like the
So
dude from the my man from Game of Thrones was in it.
yes. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
The daggone one of the Lannisters. Tywin.
mm-hmm,
It's Tywin, right? Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. He was in it. So it was a lot. It was just that movie had a lot in it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they had to. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, yo. So yeah, go watch that. Next up, Tony. Westeros is back
Yeah.
officially. I just want to say that when the trailer for this drops, it just warmed my heart. So much nostalgia, so many good feelings. And season 2 of House of the Dragon on Max coming next summer, probably like July, knowing them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And man, I just watched that trailer, man. I was like, yeah, we back in it. And there's a scene where it's a quick scene, and it's just a dragon and a dragon in the open field, and they're just facing each other.
Yes. Yes.
Give me it.
Yes.
Give me more.
Yes.
Give me
Yes.
more.
Yeah. The
Beautiful.
emotions I had watching this, I was like watching it and I was judging people in the episode. Like, one of the first lines in the trailer is from our old hating ass Otto Hightower talking to talking to his daughter, talking about some, there were many mistakes made, what I'm saying, with the transition of power after the death of a series. Nigga, you were the mistake. You were the mistake, nigga.
You made your daughter seduce an old man so you can have an
Yeah.
heir.
Right. So man, I mean, they were just short snippets of just greatness. That's just, and it's like you said, the open field with the two dragons facing off, and you can see two people like kind of, I guess, coming together to meet a parlay, or it seemed like with that. On top of that, give me more dragons flying through the air. You know what I'm saying? Flying through the air. You got it looks like one of Damon's daughters, I can't tell if it's Bella or Rhea, finally got a dragon. She's flying through the air. There seems to be a black dreaded guy looking up in the sky or whatever like that. Don't know what's going on with that. You see Damon grabbing his dragon helm, ready to get business. You see once again Aegon the second looking like, God, I want to be king, but I really don't want to be king. He's just looking.
He out here looking like Joffrey, but sad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like how Joffrey was excited to be the king, to have all that power. This dude is just like, and then you got Prince Aemon like looking at the throne because he always felt that he was the one that should be it, because he took it more serious. He took it more seriously, even as they was children. And then you got Princess Rhaenys talking to Rhaenyra, saying about what's going on. Like, hey man, just it is just I cannot wait, man.
Yeah,
I
because she
cannot
was
wait.
like,
They already said this is gonna be like what, 4 seasons of this, and that's all they need to really tell the story of the what I'm saying, of the Fire and Blood,
yeah,
that portion of the Fire and
yeah,
Blood book. Yeah.
yeah, man.
So,
I was like, because Rhaenyra was like, there's no bloody or war than a war between there's no worse war than a war between like families, and it was like there's no bloody or war than a war between dragons. I was like,
yeah,
I can't wait for this show.
And I mean how the show ended with the first season, where
R.I.P. our sweet boy Luke.
Sweet boy Luke got that daggone bite treatment from Vagar, and Aemon realizing, looking like, damn,
I done messed up.
Messed up right here. And then Damon having to break the news to Rhaenyra, like, hey, sweet Luke is gone. And that look that she had, I think I said it back then, I'm gonna say it again. Yo, war crimes out the wazoo is about to happen. It's going to be so many war crimes, mass atrocities, because people are forgetting that these dragons are basically weapons of mass destruction, and there's like about 8, maybe 10 of them roaming free in Westeros, with 3 of them that are wild dragons that nobody can tame, because they not here for the nonsense or whatnot, man.
And plus, the dragon that's down in the daggone dungeon. What's that? What's that? Balin?
No, Vermithor, the Bronze Fury.
Yeah.
That was Jaehaerys' dragon. The old king dragon.
Yeah.
That's the one that Aemon walked up on, singing the singing the High Valerian, like a little like a lullaby to it to calm it down, and be like, hey God, please don't burn me or eat me, type thing. And then too, we're gonna finally, this season as well, get possibly the most popular family in Westeros. Finally see some scenes with them. The Starks are back.
Man, don't like care about the Starks right now.
Really don't. It's all about them. Listen, man, we team dragon over this piece, man, or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, I understand the North remembers, but we don't remember them right now because it ain't cold. You know what I'm saying? It ain't cold yet. So yeah, man, like I super hype, man. I even had some people like hit me. I was like, yo, the Westeros is back. I'm like, hey, I'm talking about. So like I'm happy that people, you know what I'm saying, remember that, because like that was really, like I was about to say in the beginning, that was really when me and Tony started like actually like take this serious and actually have fun
Yeah.
doing this because like we was reviewing stuff, but like
Yeah.
when we did, the daggone, I ain't never had so much fun just talking about a show than when we was doing the first season of House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Man,
Right.
so much fun doing that. And because it just was
Right.
so
And
black, you know what I'm saying?
right.
And it was
Right.
so
I
much
mean,
like, and it was so much stuff. I don't even know these people who meant to put it in there like that, or
mhm.
like the actors was just doing it themselves, man. But no, season one was hella black.
Yeah. We saw black funerals. We saw black. We saw black funeral. We saw black cousins jumping dag on somebody. I mean, we God oh man, and we're not just saying black because of the black people. We're just saying it was a lot of black things that was going on with the white people. Remember what
Oh
I said?
my
Whatever I said. Ray Neeson, and God, the sea dragon. That was your stereotypical, saying mixed black,
god,
saying
couple.
interracial black couple. That was like, oh man. All right, these needed was the Bob, the white girl Bob from the 90s. I'm white, but I date black men Bob. What I'm saying? Asymmetrical Bob or whatever it is, man.
Oh
A
my
lot of a lot of
god.
like a lot of it, and you know what? Hey, yes, we are playing on stereotypes, but some of this stuff is true. A lot of black a lot of black family problems, brothers and sisters not liking each other and stuff, and
You know what I'm
old
saying? Like,
Viserys having a dinner to be like, "Would y'all stop this crap, man?" So I can
you know what I'm
and then it
saying?
make it look,
People speaking out of turn, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. People speaking out of turn. My man in front of the king called his own daughter a hoe and
and they
called his
call us
grandchildren
little
bastards.
bastards.
He called them little bastards and stuff. Like, oh snap, Oh my god, it was a lot of like stereotypical black shit going on
It was
in that first
so
season.
good, man. It
And
was so good.
Me and Rashad was eating it up. Sorry.
Oh man, we was catching everything, man. I said this is so funny to me, yo. Like, yeah, it's just like even when I watch Game of Thrones, like I basically watched the first 4 seasons like in one summer and then watch so I
Mm-hmm.
could get ready for season 5. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, this series is crazy, man. So
Yeah.
we going like as before, going into this blind. I ain't watching nobody review. I don't care what you already know. I just like even with Fallout, I ain't playing no games. I ain't watching no synopsis, nobody's playthrough on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go in and enjoy it the same way we did with The Last of Us. Because people was like, oh, it ain't like this, it ain't like the video game. Like, bro,
Guess what?
I
We
don't really
don't
be
care.
playing games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I can't.
And the games I main look, and the games I mainly play is like Madden 2K
in
and
sports.
I do mess with the Spider-Man games or whatever.
Yeah,
The things
yeah,
that are
yeah.
fire. Other than that, I ain't got, man, we grown, man. We ain't really got
I
time to be
got
playing
time
games
for
like
no
that for real.
games, man. The kids are adults. Nah, but for
Yeah.
real, House of the Dragon, man, like super excited for that. And hopefully that Dunkin' the Egg thing will pop off in 2025. So hopefully they're like,
Right.
hopefully, because I'm saying, because this show wasn't affected by the strikes at all, because they
Mm-mm.
shoot this whole thing in England with a bunch of, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
European Union actors. So
Yeah.
nothing
Sorry.
to do with America.
Right. And is Snow still on the board or is it in
I don't
limbo?
know. I don't know. At this point, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? As long as
Mm-hmm.
Dunkin' Egg would be cool. If Snow still
Yeah.
is Snow still up on the board, then so be it. But
Yeah.
if it's not, then I'm cool with it too. Either
Yeah.
way, man, like man, next year is gonna be super fun. I cannot wait.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes.
Bunch of other stuff can popping up. We're gonna be back probably next week, next couple weeks or so. I'm not sure if next week or not, but see, like just to recap everything for the year, what our number one
Like we
show
did,
was.
yeah, like we did last year. We
Yeah, a
did
little
like a nice
series
little recap.
review. We got some
Yeah.
TV and no streaming slash TV and movies. Tell you what
Mm-hmm.
our favorites was and all that good stuff, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
we will see y'all on the next one.
Thanks, everybody.